line between being who you are as a coach and getting on them, but at the same time keeping mental health. You've also been a proponent for mental health and making sure they know that, hey, on the court I'm getting on you, but I'm also here for you. How do you ride that fine line as a coach?
Coaching is really just about relationship building. I think I make a lot of investments in them as people, spending time with them, talking with them. I don't think you can go at them hard in the locker room and not love on them hard out of the locker room. I think you have to have a certain amount of care for the person that you're coaching, whoever that is. I always want their mental health and their approach to want to come to the gym, to be happy to come to work. Because one thing I know, I had some not so fun years as a player, and those were my least productive years. Happy players make more efficient, better players. Just like employees, you walk into work every day, you have an excitement when you like where you work and you like the people that you work with. So creating that environment for them to come in where, hey, let's go. That kind of gas pedal approach comes with a lot of relationship building. And I don't think you have any business being a leader if you don't care about the people that you're leading. To me, it's a must. You have to care about the people you're leading, which requires time. So, yeah, I'm going to pull out on some of those withdrawals, but I've made a lot of deposits to be able to have that relationship with them.
As you look at your roster, do you anticipate having a longer bench and utilizing it more than you have, or you have to just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes from game to game?
Trying to win games. We'll play whoever I think is going to help us win games. Period. That's my job. However, my bench isn't getting any longer because we can still only have 12 players. So, but I do see some positive things. The last couple of years we've had the 6th player of the year. I think we're going to have it again. I just don't know which one.
Aside of the obvious roster changes that this team has seen, what makes this particular team so different from previous teams that you've coached?
The mindset is different this year. We've been the starving man, It's not good enough to be hungry. You have to be starving in this league. New York was starving last year, and I think every game you went out and felt that from them. They were the best team all along, the whole season, and they had a long off season. Now it was us having a long off season. So we had a lot to think about. We had a lot to change. We had a lot of areas we needed to grow in. And so that's what we did. But to me, the mindset is different. You talk about dogs, like, oh, this so-and-so's a dog. I'm like, I'm done with the dogs. I want the hungry wolves. Give me the wolves. And I think we got some, we're building our pack.
Coach, you've always been very vocal about the role that Coach Pop has obviously played in your career and how much you've been able to lean on him over the past couple of months, and then most recently with his full-time transition into an executive role. Kind of how has the roles kind of reversed a little bit, and you've been able to kind of been the person that he's been able to rely on the past couple of months?
I mean, he's dealt with a lot over the last couple of months. I do know he's stubborn, so I know he's probably driving his rehab people crazy and whatnot. And he's still got jokes. He got his El Jefe shirt on. I don't know who he's pranking. I'm like, let there be no doubt, he was always El Jefe. Okay, that's not new. But no, I mean, he's gonna be great in this new role. Everything he does, he goes hard at, and so I expect this new role for him. He'll be just as great as he's been in all his other previous roles. The guy's always worn a lot of hats, whether it was recognized in the public or not, with his players and his relationship building that he